Hey there, Leo. Welcome. We're going to do your reading for the week of March 14th, but as usual, we're going to take a peek at last week and next week as well, just to kind of get a feel for what's going on with you. We do have some interesting love energy showing up here. We're going to see where this is going. I do feel like you've maybe been in a very long-term relationship before, or something that you've been very connected to. I'm kind of feeling like maybe last week you really wanted to put some effort towards something, and give it its full shot is what I want to say. Definitely a strong love connection coming through. Now, let's see what this is about. Quick reminder to hit that like button, please, and thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and if you haven't been getting notified, be sure to unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then hit the notification bell. I have gotten some complaints about that, and I feel like it started back in November when I took a week off from uploading. Could have thrown off the channel a little bit there. Who knows? Who really knows? But give that a try if you've not been getting notified. So let's see what's going on here, Leo. A lot of heart energy, heart chakra stuff going on. I do feel like for some of you, this is a long-term relationship that's ready to go to the next level. Now, even if that is, you've been friends for a long time and you're ready to come together in an official relationship, romantically. Or this could even be you've been together and now you find out you're pregnant. Or even if you've been together a really long time and you're just ready to evolve together. Now, we've just had Mars and Venus move together into the sign of Aquarius. So this is a lot about the lovers coming together, being in balance, and moving into the future together. Like, what does our future even look like? Because, you know, we've all been in long-term relationships that have kind of gotten stagnant at some point, right? There's been some sort of wall, and some of us are able to kind of overcome that wall and move to the next level. So this is just some sort of evolution in the dynamic. Take what resonates. Let's see what we can get from the tarot. Oh, we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse is how it came out. So that there could definitely be some healing that's going on here. From something that has ended in the past. We have the 5 of Swords, Judgment. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this feels like a past relationship maybe showing up here. We have the Messenger. So this is sort of like signs, synchronicities. This could be dream state information or messages coming through. Some sort of intuitive hit. We have the 5 of Cups. Okay, this dynamic has been difficult, to say the least. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. King of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so we got some heavy cards here. Look at all these 5s. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. You might be seeing that a lot. That for me is definitely a big signifier of change taking place, right? Some sort of change going on, and we do have the evolution card showing up here. So it's not been an easy obstacle to sort of overcome individually or as a couple here. I do feel like there's a lot of... Now, if you're not in communication with this person actively, maybe there's been a separation here, because we do have the Ten of Swords, right? I do feel like you guys think of one another quite a bit. I do feel like there's some kind of wake-up call that's coming in for this dynamic, this relationship. But before I see too much, we have the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. Okay, yeah. So I do feel like there's been a lot of soul searching. We have the Hermit here. There's, you know, the Hierophant. There's been a higher spiritual learning taking place here, and you can kind of see that with all these fives, these difficult cards here. Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, just... something's not been quite right in this dynamic for perhaps some time. And it does look like at this juncture, you're really looking for this new beginning. What's coming in the future? How are things going to evolve? Are we going to see things move in a positive direction, right? Like, you're wanting the new cycle to start here, whether it's with this person or on your own or with someone else. You're just ready for the next steps, right? I feel that. All right, let's break this down. So we have go the distance. You can see this cheetah is kind of like racing here through the desert. Now, typically when I think of a cheetah, I would think of a sprinter, right? But in this instance, it's really talking about kind of going for the long haul, this endurance race, right? And it does feel like there's been something about this dynamic that has been going on for some time. So again, if you're not dealing with a relationship from the past that was long-term, or it's just the healing process itself has been very long and difficult and arduous is what I want to say, this might not be your reading. Go ahead and check out your other placements. To me, this feels like a very long-term couple that I'm getting here. We have the Ten of Swords, the Messenger, and the Five of Pentacles. There's been a loss here, right? Something has ended. I do feel like there's been healing, right? And the healing process itself has been quite the marathon. As you recall, that Ten of Swords came up in the reverse initially. So there's been some healing from this loss. I want to get some more here on what this intuitive message is that's showing up for you here. I do feel like you've been very supported. I actually feel like the both of you have been very supported. Because I feel like there's something very, very important about this relationship on a multi-dimensional level. This is a very strong soulmate connection. And even if in the 3D things have been difficult, it still feels like the two of you have ultimately supported one another in growth, right? So if you can kind of step outside of the box a little bit and look at this from a distance, it does feel like you've both played as one another's nemesis, right? You've both been the catalyst for the other. Let's get some more here. Let's talk about this Ten of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Oof. Oh, and the Three of Swords. You know, I feel like for some of you, this was a very long-term commitment that was just loaded with some betrayal energy here. That Seven of Swords, is not a card to mess with, right? So this is an energy of betrayal, of sneakiness, of lies, backstabbing over and over and over again. A lot of pain here. Could have been a third party. We have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck right next to this Three of Swords, so take that as it resonates. I feel like it's something you know about at this point. Could have been something that was trying to be hidden from you in the past, right? Yikes. Lots of mental struggle too with this dynamic. It could have often felt like you were maybe even fighting with yourself about how to deal with this person or how to create a relationship, a lasting relationship with this person. I also feel like a lot of outside influence as well here. So I feel like people maybe don't understand this connection. And that's been difficult because they just don't get it. So that even when things were not going well between you and your person here, it's like when you were, you get this urge to seek an outside perspective or get some advice or, vent or whatever it is, and seeking some kind of understanding. I feel like nobody has that understanding. And so it could have felt like a very lonely experience here. That when things were not going well with this person, it was lonely because nobody else understood. Nobody else could get it. Nobody could relate to this. Okay, got a lot there. What's with the Messenger? Definitely a lot of incoming communication here. Now, for some of you, this person is at a distance from you at this point. And we have the Emperor. So it could be that the Divine Masculine in this dynamic is wanting to communicate and is also receiving a lot of downloads, I feel. I'm going to get a little more there. Somebody here is really thinking quite a bit about how to move this forward, how to take the messages received, right? Sometimes our intuitive hits that we get don't translate into English, right? If you're an intuitive person, you know what I'm talking about. It can be kind of like this very subtle language that comes in, and I do feel like someone here is trying to really take control and move something forward to get it to go the distance, right? But it can be really hard to put into words and communicate what it is that we're really picking up on. And I do feel like that's what's going on with the masculine in this dynamic. It's like they're getting a lot of dreams or messages or just sudden aha moments that are still kind of in the works. It's like I haven't quite figured out how to put this into something tangible and take it forward, if that makes sense. With the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So I do feel like someone here has decided that they want to come together. They want to put in the effort here. They do feel like this is a loss. Like this separation has been a big loss, right? And I feel like this person wants to take things a step at a time. Now, this could be you. Certainly take it as it resonates. I feel like this is the masculine coming forward here. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm picking up on. But there's a fear of rejection. There's a fear of rejection here. There's a fear that if I finally come forward with what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and try and put it into words, and this is how I think we can go forward, I really want to work on this. There's a fear here of being rejected, of that effort that, because I feel like it's something very close to this masculine's heart. I feel like I'm getting a ton of downloads just in this first row, so it feels almost a little overwhelming trying to explain it. Like, I feel like the masculine in this dynamic is getting all these hits and wanting to figure out a way to articulate this. I just saw the Ace of Cups and the Star card, so it's like this, I really want to heal this. I want it to go the distance. I want to put in the time and effort here. But it's something so close to the soul. There's something in that's coming in that resonates so strongly. There's like this fear of it being rejected when it's communicated. It's like a knowingness is what I feel like, right? Definitely deep intuition here. And so there might be a little fear here. I do feel like this person is coming forward. They're going to take the steps to communicate for sure. However, it's maybe been a long time coming. It's maybe taken forever for this to happen. So if you're the feminine in this dynamic, if you're the person with the heavy feminine energy, you might not even see this coming, because it could be that this ended some time ago and it's taken a while for this masculine to kind of piece this together into something that is, they can communicate. Very interesting. I am still seeing a lot of threes here. So for some of you, I do feel like, especially with the Five of Cups as the center card, there may have very well been a third-party situation. Take it as it resonates. Just saw the Ace of Cups again. Okay. This week, this is going to be a long reading. I can feel it. We have number 42, the Otter Spirit. You can see that they're holding one another. They're in the shape of a heart. It's also the number of the Lovers. If you reduce it down to a 6, it says you are never alone. There's just an insane bond here between the two of you. I feel like even when you're not connected, you're connected. When you're not speaking, there's a connection. When you're, it's quite the deal. We have the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the King of Swords. So there's a lot of thinking here. There's a lot of thinking. Could be overthinking. There's so much sword energy here. You could be dealing with someone that has a lot of air in their chart. Maybe that's you, Leo. We shall see what we get here. Lots of pain. Lots of change. This relationship has definitely gone through some serious changes here. So I feel like even if the two of you are able to go the distance and overcome this and come into some kind of evolution together, the relationship is forever changed. And as I say that, I just see the Death card. So it's like a permanent transformation has happened. With the Five of Swords, we have the Fool. So definitely wanting a new start, but maybe not quite in agreement as to what that is, right? The Two of Cups. Could also be a lot of overthinking when it comes to this dynamic. It's like, okay, we want to be together. We want to come together. We want to reconcile. We want this to work. We want it to go the distance, but, right? The but shows up. And it's like all this mental churning of, is it going to work? Or I'm full of conflict, right? I still have pain from the past. With the Five of Cups, fears of being hurt as well. Just like, I don't want to live with regret if I do this. Tons of pain surrounding the commitment here. There's been a lot of spiritual growth between the two of you. Now, this could have been a very codependent dynamic in the past. And again, huge soul journey between the two of you. That's coming through strongly since the beginning of this reading. There's a lot of regret that things went down the way they went down. But again, I feel like you were playing as one another's catalyst here for growth. And I strongly want to say here that there was no other way this was going to happen. So if you found that you have been really over analyzing or really heavily ruminating on the past and the choices that were made, right? It's kind of like this feeling that, oh, if I could go back, I would change this. But everything would have still come down to this specific lesson, this understanding that there was overdependence, there was betrayal energy involved here. I feel like you were both working up and out one another's demons. And so this journey of the spiritual journey together was never going to be avoided. So I want to say that. I hope that provides some reassurance. It's quite interesting. Every time I hover my hand over these cards, I'm actually feeling quite emotional. Just gonna ground. But there's also a ton of fear here of commitment. It's like the once bitten, twice shy energy, right? And it's because our heads are still stuck in the past. We're still overthinking what's happened, the betrayals that have happened. Now, of course, you're not going to enter into a reconciliation with someone and not have to face the past. It's going to come up. It has to be healed, right? There's no avoiding it if you're ever going to go forward together. But that is showing up here strongly. Let's get some on this King of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. So there's definitely, like, it's so bizarre because there's such this pain from the past, the past betrayals and all that, but it's like, I feel like this masculine is quite assured that this person is their person. They want success. They want victory. This is a dream come true person for this masculine. It's interesting. I feel like I could be reading for the masculine here. I'm not getting a ton of feminine coming through yet. We'll see what comes through in this last row here, however. Because even as I laid out this card for evolution, I mean, you can see this is a baby. It's got a strong Empress vibe to it, right? New birth. And then we have the masculine and feminine sign of Venus and Mars here, sort of tied together, right? So this is definitely relationship focused. Holy moly. I want to get a little more here on this King of Swords, actually. Yeah, a lot of communication coming in, wanting to really come at this fast. There's a ton of speed after a period of maybe complete stagnancy, right? This excitement for the future just keeps coming in, showing up no matter what's happened. Now, definitely there's some heavy energy here when it comes to the past. We've already discussed that, but there's still like this, I want to take a leap. I want the new cycle. Now again, for some of you, that might not be with this past person. It could just be, I want the new to start moving forward, right? So, let's get into the next row. So this will be next week's energy. We have the card of evolution. It says birthing the new. So there's the Fool, there's the new start, there's the new cycle. But definitely, we've got the Heart, we have the masculine and feminine coming together here to create this new birth. Now, for some of you, this very well could be a pregnancy, right? But For most of you, I feel like this is more the symbolism of creating the new beginning. We have Judgment, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Making the call, having to make a decision for sure here. But with Judgment there's past energy showing up here. Let's see. Could be moving on from the past. And the Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords here. It could be that the feminine has decided to move forward into their future here. Let's see, with the Four of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. Walking away from something that's lost its, I want to say lost its gas, like you've ran out of gas. Leaving the past in the past. I like that. The cycle is closing, this past cycle, right? It's allowing the Fool energy to come in. It's allowing this evolution to show up, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups. Love offer showing up here. Somebody wanting to build, wanting to go the distance. And there you are, Leo, coming in as the Strength card. I actually want to get more here because I'm not completely convinced that this past relationship is over. Just saying here, it does look like there's clarity needing to move forward, right? We need to move into the future and out of the past, but I don't... Let's see. Let's get some Woah. Transformation, right? Death card. Something is definitely over here. Ten of Pentacles. But see, I just feel like this is actually, like I was saying, there's an ending here. A cycle has ended. That spiritual journey, that heavy catalyst energy that the two of you were playing for one another is coming to a close. There's been a lot of spiritual evolution within the both of you here. But I also feel like moving forward, this dynamic, if you're staying with this person, if you're trying to come back and reconcile, and it looks like, to me, that's part of, at least one half of you wants to do that, the dynamic itself will never be the same. Now that doesn't mean it can't be deep and amazing in other ways, but it's not going to be the past relationship anymore. That has closed out. This will be a new beginning here. A rebirth, essentially. Let's see. Yep, manifesting the new here, wanting to move into the future. And the Hermit here. So it's something that's definitely been thought about enough, right? Let's look at this Knight of Cups. Who is this? Who's this Knight of Cups? We have the Nine of Swords. Might be fearing coming forward with an offer here. Ten of Cups, but it is ultimately the thing that's wanted here. So again, this could very well be you, Leo, this masculine energy that is like, okay, I want to decide to heal here, but the fear of rejection is still showing up here. I feel like the overwhelming need for the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups is going to win out, however. So again, I feel like it's a little up in the air. This could be you closing out a past relationship finally, energetically, in every way possible, and moving into the new. For some of you, and I will say, I feel like this is a strong majority, this is a new relationship with the same person. So take it as you see fit. It does feel like a full rebirth of, because I feel like what's actually happening is like the two people have evolved so much and so differently since this ended in the past, that you're actually showing up as two completely new people, right? So technically it's a new relationship, depending on how you look at it, right? So I hope that was helpful, Leo. Sorry this went long. I got a ton downloaded there. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.